In this video, we're going to work through a couple of harder problems involving the integrating factor. So this question says, find the general solution of the differential equation x dy by dx plus 5y equals ln x over x, where x is greater than 0. Give your answer in the form y equals f of x. So step one is make sure that our dy by dx is on its own. So I'm going to be dividing through by x. So dy by dx equals 5 over x times y. And then here we've got ln x over x squared. And you'll notice that I wrote this in a bit of a strange way. Normally I'd be writing that as 5y over x, but the whole point is we want an integrating factor, and it's the function of x times y that we want. So separating out your function of x and y, keeping them separate, can help. So my integrating factor, f of x. Okay, a little bit confusing because there's an f of x there. So whatever. Maybe I'll just write integrating factor equals, rather than f of x, to avoid any confusion, is e to the integral of 5 over x. So what is that? Well, the integral of 5 over x is 5 ln x, so e to the 5 ln x. 5 ln x is ln x to the 5, and so e to the power of that is x to the 5. So I'll multiply through by x to the 5, and we have x to the power of 5 dy by dx plus, and then this one gets us 5x to the power of 4 y, and when I multiply this one by x to the 5, I get x cubed ln x. So this here is the derivative of x to the 5 times y. And now I can just integrate both sides. I say just integrate both sides. The left-hand side is done. The right-hand side I need to use integration by parts for. So integrating that, we typically have our u is the ln part. So u dash is 1 over x, and our v dash for our integration by parts is going to be x cubed, meaning that v is a quarter x to the 4. So the integral of that is uv, so that's a quarter x to the 4 ln x, minus the integral of v u dash. So multiply these two, and we get a quarter x cubed. Now I can complete that integration. So x to the 5 y is a quarter x to the 4 ln x minus, and what have we got here? Well, that's going to be 1 over 16 x to the 4 plus c. Divide the whole thing through by x to the 5, and we get y equals, dividing through by x to the 5, what am I getting? I'm getting ln x over 4x, I think. Yep, x to the 4 divided by x to the 5 is divided by x. And here, that is 1 over 16x plus c over x to the 5. And there we have it. I mean, there's obviously various ways you could factorize things out, but it didn't specify. We've got it as a function of x, and so we're done. Okay, here's a nice one. A skydiver of mass 80 kilograms jumps out of a plane and falls vertically downwards with an initial speed of 0. The air resistance they experience has a magnitude of 8v, where v is their velocity. Taking g equals 10, find an expression for their velocity after t seconds. Okay, well, this looks like a mechanics problem, and it is, but it's one that involves some integrating factors. Let's see. So, what are the forces acting on them as they jump? Well, here they are, all 80 kilograms of them, and they've got their weight acting down, which is 80g, but we're taking g as 10, so that's a weight of 800. And then we've got their air resistance, which is 8v. So we can set up F equals ma here. We can say that the resultant force, let's take down as the positive direction. The resultant force is 800 minus 8v, and that equals their mass of 80 times their acceleration. So where's the differential equation here? Well, the differential equation arises because acceleration is the derivative of velocity with respect to time. So what we have is 800 minus 8v equals 80 dv by dt. Okay, so let's get the derivative on its own. by dividing through by 80. So that would be 10 minus 0.1 v equals dv by dt. And then let's get the function of t times v over here. So that's 10 equals dv by dt plus 0.1 v. And this is now in the right form. It's just this is the equivalent of dy by dx, and this is the equivalent of a function of x times y. It's just our function of x, or t in this case, is 0.1. So our integrating factor here is e to the power of the integral of 0.1 with respect to t, which is e to the power of 0.1 t. So we're going to multiply through by that. So we've got 10 e to the 0.1 t equals 0 e to the 0.1 t dv by dt plus 0.1 e to the 0.1 t v. And that looks like a bit of a mess, but honestly, if you wrote this out in x's and y's, it wouldn't look so bad. This over here is the derivative d by dt of this term here, e to the 0.1 t times v. So look, here's our u and here's, well, literally our v. So u v dash plus v and then u dash, and that is the derivative of e to the 0.1 t. So I need to integrate both sides now. On the right hand side I've got e to the 0.1 t times v, and on the left hand side the integral of this is 100 e to the 0.1 t plus c. Let's continue working over here. I'm going to actually flip it around just so it looks a bit nicer. E to the 0.1 t v equals 100 e to the 0.1 t plus c. Dividing through by e to the 0.1 t, we get v equals 100 plus c e to the minus 0.1 t. Now we'd like to know what c is, but we do have, we're basically done, right? We have an expression for their velocity after t seconds. We'd like to know what c is. We do know that initially their speed is 0. So when v is, v is 0 when t equals 0. So we have 0 equals 100 plus c times e to the 0, which is 1, so just c. So we know that c must be minus 100. So that means that v is 100 minus 100 e to the minus 0.1 t. So we're done, and what's quite nice about that is if you sketch this, what you have is something that starts at 0, and basically as t increases, this term just disappears down to 0. So we've got a horizontal asymptote of v equals 100 there. So we are increasing, 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 and flattening out. And what is that? Well, that's just terminal velocity. So what we've learned here is that with the assumptions we made here, this skydiver, their velocity is going to be tending towards 100 meters per second. Hopefully they'll then open their parachute. Okay, so I think it's quite nice to see that these kind of techniques can crop up in real-world situations as well. Okay, that's all on integrating factors for now. I'll see you in the next video.